MIL is a family-owned 82-year-old company. We've been making products for the defense and aerospace industry for all those 82 years, but we're making anything that can fly. So aircraft parts on commercial or defense. We're doing defense armaments as well as spacecraft. So the situation we had about a year ago is we recognized we wanted to do a transition in our hourly labor team. So we contracted with the QPS to come in and help us to make an assessment of our labor team, and then to go do a conversion of selected parts into a temp for hire model so that we can get to all full-time employment.
I think one of the things that really stood out is that QPS had a plan to actually bring in the talent that we needed. They came out to the plan, they provided us with a process on how they were going to deliver those results.
What we liked about QPS was that we understood their model. They took it from the standpoint of what we needed and how they could solve our situation. They certainly presented a lot of features that they could provide us with, but we were able to kind of pick from those features to match what it was that we wanted to go do versus just take everything that they were going to provide.
Having someone on site, that really helps us to bring in the amount of candidates we want to interview. I think having someone here on site can really help us not only interview, but actually have them walk the candidates, give them a plant tour, show them the job, kind of answer any questions that some of these temporary employees might have.
So what Alfredo has done to be successful is he's learned my business. So often the other contracting agencies, even though we gave them access to be on site, and some of them would come on site, largely they didn't really understand my business. They were just shuffling people. For the first 2 to 3 weeks, he spent a lot of time on the floor, tried to understand each of the jobs. I believe he may have even worked some of the jobs just to give himself, for an hour or so, to give himself a sense of what was there. What I find interesting about Alfredo is he does very, very well at representing us, QPS and MIL, on the phone to people. He doesn't know this, but he shares a wall with my quality director, and I hear from my quality director all the time his professionalism, his positioning, his skill at talking to people, discerning what they're really here for and what they can be successful at, and then helping that through that discernment to get us to a selection. He does a great job at it. The other thing that we see that he does well is we have had him go out and check in with people, particularly in the beginning when we were still unsure that we were getting the right people. So I don't watch them, but I know he is doing floor walks, he's talking with the employees, checking in, and he's giving us feedback.
QPS has really taken the initiative to really help us retain these people. So once we have them for 3 months, we convert them and they become MIL employees. They really take care of their temporary employees, whether it's giving them some advice or swag, or even working together with a company to come out and provide some kind of recognition for the temporary employees, such as food trucks or whatever they can do. They really come out to the plant and really embrace that.
So I've done both. Where I've had multiple agencies and I've had a single agency. Generally, the reason I have a multiple agency solution is because I've never been able to find one that I could be satisfied with. When I have gone to a single one, it's because the agency continues to delight and surprise me and show me that they're able to meet my expectations, and I'm willing to take that business risk to go all in with them. And I did recognize I was making a big enough transition. I didn't want to split that across a couple people. If I'm candid, I wanted to have one neck to ring, and so that meant picking one agency. And when we reviewed the skills and the competencies and what could be offered, QPS was the one that stood out to us as being the most likely to be successful, and that's proven itself.